Alright, guys, this is part two. I just went outside to have a smoke. So, yeah. Yeah, man. That's the what. Yeah, so I'm gonna charge. I'm gonna charge the venues to speak. The only people I'm not gonna charge are the churches. If the churches are a non-profit organization, I won't charge the churches. So if churches want, if a few churches want to interview me, like these big ministries, I won't charge them to speak. I'll speak for free, but the venues I will charge them because I know they're gonna. The only way I will not charge the venues is if they don't charge the fans. Look, man, if you don't charge the fans, I will speak for free. If you charge the fans, I want a piece of the pie. It's fair. As you're benefiting off my success. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why you made that money is because of me and VJ's movie, because of me and VJ's success. And the actor's success in my closest movie. That's why we deserve a piece of the pie. So if they have something crazy where they have like 180, 90, 70,000 people, I'm going to charge like 100,000 plus to speak. Was the venue's gonna make a lot of money. They're gonna make like 500. Okay, I want a nice $100,000 of that. If I make 100K, me and VJ take 30,000, and the 130,000 split with the actors. They get a nice, I don't know, four grand, 5 grand for themselves each. It's a nice paycheck for the actors, and Jon Favreau and all of them, and Peter Jackson or Mel Gibson. That's a nice paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Because if I speak for free, VJ will be like, yo, Ivan, you're being too nice. You're being way too nice. You're letting them take advantage of you. They're making all that money off our success. We deserve a piece of the pie. Yes, I won't be greedy and take half the pie. No. Hey, because you rented the venue, I'll be nice. You can take the majority of the pie, guys. But like, I want a piece of that, man. I want a nice piece of the pie. You see what I'm saying? But chances are, on average, most venues on average will probably have like 30,000 people, maybe 10, 20, 30,000 people on average for the venues. So if they have 10,000 people, I'll charge like 30K, 30K, 35K around there. 25 to 35K around if there's like 10,000 people. And what's your starting? My starting price range is 25,000. I'm not going any lower than $25,000. Obviously, if it's 20,000 people, I'm gonna charge a good like 50K because the venue's gonna make a nice like 200,000 plus. And so I'm gonna charge like 50, 55, 60K to speak around there on average. And if I charge 60K, me and VJ can take 20,000. Yeah, me and VJ can take $20,000 if we charge $60,000. We charge 55K, I'll take 15,000, and then the 40,000 split with the actors. They make a couple $1,000s for themselves. If I charge 100,000, I'll take home like 60K, 70. If I charge $100,000, I'll take home like $30,000, $35,000. I'll take home, and the 65K is split with the actors, and they make a nice like 4,000, 3,000 bucks, something like that. Yes, 100,000. I'll take home 30, and 70K is split with the actors. The actors take home like $4,000 each. Nice picture for the actors. So even though I'm greedy, I'm generous. I'm still giving the actors a nice piece of the pie. But me and VJ take the majority of the pie. You see what I'm saying? Here? If I charge 200K, I'll take home like 70,000. Me and VJ take home 70, and the 130 split with the actors, and they take home like 7, 8K each. Nice paycheck for the actors, yeah. But on average, Ivan, what's my average pricing range will probably be around that 35, 50K around there on for most venues. You see what I'm saying? That way, me and the actors make make some good money. As the actors are gonna take home like 100,000 plus, man, in speaking fees, man. Yeah, man, a nice paycheck, 120K around there in speaking fees. We speak at 70 places, and I'm charging everyone on average, I don't know, $50,000. I take home 50K. Me and VJ are gonna take home like what? Like a couple $100,000 to ourselves. 300K, me and VJ will take home around there. If I'm charging most venues on average $50,000, and I'm taking home on average 15, 10K, 8K around there, 10K around, I mean, VJ are gonna take home a lot of money, man. Like 300, 200K, 300, 250K, yeah. And the actors will take home maybe 100, 120, 130K, around 120K. Me and VJ take home 250, 300K. The actors will make a lot of money, yeah, man. So if I charge the venue $50,000 and I take home 10 grand, and the 40,000 split with the 16 people, the actors all took home like about 3 grand each, 25 like 100 each. So 2,500 times on average times that by what, I don't know, 70. What's the, you do the math? That's one what? That's one like 80. Yeah, the actor's gonna take home like 100 and like, I don't know, $80,000. Me and Vijay will take home like 350, man. Not 250, no, like 350, 400K. Me and Vijay will make around there. Yeah, man. No, me and Vijay are gonna make. If we speak at like 70 places and me and Vijay take home on average 15, 10K, we're gonna make like $700,000. Me and VJ are gonna make a lot of money, man. Whereas the actors will make less. The actors will make like 180, 200K, and me and VJ will make our like 700K for speaking. Dude, speak at 70 places, and me and VJ make on average 10, 15K for every place we speak. $50,000 we charge on average, obviously. We're gonna make like 700K. Me and VJ are gonna make 700K to close to that 900,000 range for speaking fees. We made a lot of money, yeah, man. And the actors will make like 200K or something. They make way less than us, but they're still gonna make a lot of money. They're gonna make like $200,000 worth of speaking fees. It just depends how much places we get interviewed. If we get interviewed at 50 places, the actors will make like their 150,000. Now me and VJ will make our like 500,000. Around there, 600,000. Me and VJ will make. The actors will make their 100,000. 50 places, 120,000 around there. The actors will make. They make a lot of money, man. Even John Favreau and Dave Filoni will be like, I even charge them. Man, I said, don't let these people take advantage of us, man. Like they're benefiting off our success in the movie. We need to charge them. Yeah, charge them. Charge them to speak. Oh, you making nice money for yourself. Me and you making some nice money for ourselves. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Charge them. Charge the people. And that's why the actors of Hollywood are like, holy shit, Ivan's company's better than Hollywood. Yeah, we don't get paid for fucking press conferences. Yeah, how much money did you make? I don't know. We made like, I don't know, we got interviewed at 70 places. I made like $200, like $20,000, $30,000 for myself. What? You made $200, $30,000 for speaking for Ivan's World Tour? Yeah, man. I made all my checks on average were like $2,500 checks. I spoke at 70 places. I made like 200K for myself. 180, $170,000. Yeah, and Ivan and VJ made their nice like $900, $800,000 for speaking. Holy shit, Ivan's company's better in Hollywood. Yeah, that's why these actors are gonna beg, man. Because in Hollywood, the actors don't get paid for press conferences. You see what I'm saying? Whereas for me, I am worth the money because I'm the son of God. Whereas these Hollywood celebrities, they don't get paid for speaking. They might get paid sometimes. Maybe sometimes they pay the actors for press conferences, but I don't think they get paid for that, man. Whereas Ivan O'Meara, like he charged all the venues and he made a lot of money for himself. You know what I'm saying? He made a nice like $900,000. Him and VJ made a nice like $900,000. You're gonna see me, VJ. So I'm gonna tell VJ, okay, VJ, when we go on a world tour, we need to go to the store and buy a bunch of Ziploc plastic bags, because we're gonna get a nice like, I don't know, 70 checks. We're gonna store all our checks in our plastic bags. That's why I'm gonna tell the actors. I recommend you guys buy. I'm gonna tell the actors agent, tell the actors to buy a couple plastic bags. Big, you know those big zip plastic bags? Buy those bags, and that's where you store all your checks. Every time you get the interview's over, you know what I'm saying? We get together with the organizers. Okay, Ivan, how do you want to split your 50K? Okay, give me VJ 10 grand. Give me VJ 10 grand, and then $40,000 split with the actors. You see what I'm saying? And the actors get their nice like 20. They get their nice like $1,800 check, whatever it is, or what, $2,300 check, whatever it is, $2,400 check. So me and VJ take a bigger chunk of the pie, but I'm giving the actors a good chunk of the pie too. You see what I'm saying? Because considering they're your stars, you got to pay them good money. Every time the organizers hands everyone their checks, they're nice. The actors get their nice like $2,400 check. Me and VJ got a nice $10,000 check. You know what I'm saying? Peter Jackson off Howard got a nice $2,500 check. Hey guys, put the check in your wallet. When we go in the jet, get your zip bag. Take your zip bag out of your luggage. Put your check in your zip. Don't leave it in your wallet. No, put it in a zip bag in a safe place, and put the zip bag in a safe place where no one can steal it. Put it in your luggage. You see what I'm saying? That way you don't lose. Because if you're getting paid, if the actors are getting paid for all these I don't know, interview at 70 places, that's a lot of checks. That's 70 checks. You need to put all those checks in a safe place. That way you don't lose it. Because if you have 70 checks, you can easily lose some of your checks. That's why every time you go into the plane, put the check in a zip bag, a plastic zip bag, and zip it and put it in your luggage and keep it in a safe place. That way your check's safe. And I'll make sure the pilot leaves the doors locked on the plane at all times. That way nobody steals our checks. Because when we land at all these places, the jet will land in the airport. If you leave the plane open, people can go inside and steal your checks, man. That's why lock the doors at all times. The plane doors, the door. Lock it. Make sure it's locked. Every time we exit the plane, we're selling in a hotel, lock the what? Obviously, you see what I'm saying? That's why I'm spoiling. Ivan, you're spoiling the actors. Yeah, man, the actors are making a lot of money for my movie, man. Me and VJ are a walking money machine. As the venues will gladly pay me and VJ $100K, $50K, $60K to speak. Because we're worth the money. You see what I'm saying? If they charge all the fans, they'll gladly pay us. Yeah, I will gladly pay you that money. You're worth it. Yeah. You know, but I highly doubt I'm gonna gather at a stadium with 100,000 people. Probably not. But if I do, if it's 100,000 people, I'm gonna charge like $50,000 to speak. Because I know the venue, the people are gonna make a nice like $900K, $1 million bucks. You guys are gonna make a nice like $1 million bucks off this. I want a nice $250,000 for it. Ivan, really? Yes. If it's $250,000, me and VJ will take $70,000 for ourselves, around there, and then what? And then the 180 is split with the actors, around there. The 180 is split with the actors. The actors get a nice like 10, 12 grand. So if it's a big venue with like 100,000 fans, the actors for Zanes are gonna make a nice like 11 grand for themselves each. Obviously, so even though they made a lot of money, it's nothing compared to how much VJ made. Me and VJ took home 80,000, and the actors took home a nice like $11,000 each for themselves. It's a nice paycheck. Because I'm not gonna be greedy and take the majority of the money. No, I want these actors to get a nice piece of the money too. Because it's not just me and VJ speaking. The actors are speaking too. They're your stars. Peter Jackson, all them, they're your stars. You need to pay them good money, obviously. But at the end of the day, me and VJ deserve most of the money because we're the main show. So if I charge the venue $2,000, I'll take home $80,000. Me and VJ will take home $80,000 for ourselves. We'll take home $80,000 for ourselves, and the one what? The 170,000 split with the actors. They take home like 11,000 each. So Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, all of them, and Peter Jackson, the actors, they take home like 11 grand each. Nice paycheck. Well, on average, if it's $50,000, they're gonna take home like 2,400K. It just depends. Some venues, the actors will take home 11. Some venues, the actors will take home 7, 8. Some venues, the actors will take home $2,400. Some venues, the actors will take home $1,300. Obviously, if it's a venue with 5,000 people, I'll charge 25K to speak. Some singer. If it's a venue with 10,000 people, I would charge like 30K to speak. If I charge 30K to speak, me and VJ will take home like $7,000 and then what? The $23,000 is split with the actors. Which is a nice like $1,200. You see what I'm saying? The actors, even though I'm greedy, I'm giving the actors a nice piece of the pie because they're my stars. Yeah, guys, don't worry about it. No, if we're going to World Tour, I will charge the venues. I don't know if the actors' agents will take some of that money. I don't know. I don't think that that's a part of it. You see what I'm saying? I don't think that's a part of it. I don't think that's a part of it. I don't. The actors might be pissed off if the agents take like 10% of all their speaking fee earnings. You see what I'm saying? They might be a bit mad. I don't know if the agents will take 10% of the actors' earnings for the speaking fees. Hey guys, if we go on a world tour, you're gonna make a lot of money off the speaking fees. I don't know. You're gonna have to sell this with your agent. I don't know if your agent takes 10% of this. If he does, you guys are gonna have to give him 10%. Obviously, well, they might be a bit pissed off if they, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You got. Hey guys, we're gonna get an interview at a good 70 places. You guys are gonna make a good like 100, like $80,000, $200,000 for yourselves in speaking fees. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if your agent takes 10% of that. You're gonna have to sell that with your agent. High chance the agent will take 10% of the pie. Yeah, I want a piece of that, man. I want 10% of that, guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if the actors are gonna give the agents 10% of their speaking earnings. I don't know. Their speaking fees, right, for the world tour. Whereas me and Vijay, we don't have agents, obviously, so we're good. Me and Vijay will make like 900, 800K off speaking fees, man. Yeah, man. Before I said 100 grand, no. If me and Vijay get interviewed at like 70 places, we're gonna make like 900K. Because me and Vijay are gonna make on average like 10, 15,000 on average for every speaking fee. Well, you do the math. 70 places, that's like 700, 900, 800 grand. Yeah, man, that's a lot of money. Whereas the actors are not gonna make as much as me and Vijay. They're gonna make on average 2,400, 1,300, 2,000, 5,000, 4,000. They'll make like 200, 220K, 150K around there, something like that. They're gonna make a lot of money, the actors for Zanus. And the directors and my three guys. You're gonna see Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. That's why Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are gonna beg. Oh, Ivan, man, I just want to work for you, man. Your company's so much better in Hollywood. I made a lot of money on you for your company, man. You know what I'm saying? No company spoils us the way you spoil us. Yeah, after paying Jon Favreau their millions, giving them a $2,000 gift card, giving them the $2,000 royalty check, which is nice. Taking their family on 2 vacations, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni made an extra like 200 grand in speaking fees for the world tour. I'm spoiling them, man. You know, Ivan, you're spoiling your fucking Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. Yeah, man, they're getting spoiled. They're drowned in cash, man. So much money, yeah, man. Jon Favreau. Yeah, I have so much money, man. I can take my family on another vacation. I can get my kid a nice car, a nice like $30,000 nice car, Mustang. Yeah, man. They're fucking loaded. The actors made a lot of money too. They got the nice multi-million check. They got the $2,000 royalty check, and they also made like 150, 200K plus in speaking fees, man, for the world tour. Yeah, man. You look at something crazy. Hence why I am going to charge the venues. I'll tell the venues, look, man, if you don't, the only way I will speak for free is if you don't charge the fans. If you don't charge the fans, I will not charge you. I will speak for free. I'm more than happy to speak for free. If you charge the fans, which they are going to do, obviously, if you're going to charge the fans to come to the venue to see me speak, obviously, you need me, VJ, the actors, directors, and my three. We deserve a piece of the pie, piece of the money. I'm not going to be greedy and charge you 50% of the pie. No, you get the majority of the chunk of the pie because you rented the venue. But I want a piece of that pie, man. If you rent the venue with 10,000 people gathered around there, I want a nice like $30,000. I'm going to charge a nice $30,000 fee for it. 35K. If I charge 35K, me and VJ we'll take like 10 grand. 10 grand and 25K split with the actors. They get their nice like $1,800 check each. You see what I'm saying here? So even though the actors get a lot of money, me and VJ get the majority of the pie because we're the main show. Because at the end of the day, the world's going crazy about the movie because of me and VJ. But the actors are my co-stars. That's why they deserve a nice piece of the pie. But me and VJ get paid way more than them. You see what I'm saying here? We make way more money than them. Because we're the boss. But the actors are like, yeah, I don't mind if you get paid way more than us. What you're paying us is you're giving us a nice piece of the pie. Yeah, I'm generous enough to give the actors a nice piece of the pie. I'm not greedy. I'm greedy, but I'm not cheap. I'm generous. I'm willing to give the actors a nice piece of the pie too. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But if it's something crazy like with like 80,000, 60, 70, if it's like Ivan, what's your starting price range for the venue if it's for 100K? The moment they rent a venue of more than like 50,000 people, I'm gonna charge 100K plus to speak around there. If it's 50 plus people, I'm gonna charge 100K plus to speak. That's a good deal. If it's $30,000, $40,000, I'll charge around that 50, 60, 70,000, 80,000 range on average to speak. On average, obviously. If there's 20,000 people, I'll charge 50 grand. If there's 30,000 people, I'll charge maybe 60, 65,000, 70,000 to speak around there. 3,000 people. If there's 40,000 people, I'll charge maybe 80K, 85K to speak, 90K to speak if there's 40,000 people. If I charge 90K, I'll take home a good like 25K around there. And then the what? The 55K, what's my math off? 90 subtract 25 is what, guys? Is that 55K? Is my math right? Yeah, 55K. The 55K is split with the actors. And they take home a good like 4 grand each. You see what I'm saying? Huh? So even though I'm making a lot of money, the actors are also making a lot of money too. If you're making on average $1,300, $1,800, $2,000, $4,000 to speak at, on average, every speak at 70 places, the actors are making a lot of money. They're gonna make a nice like $200, $150, $180,000 for themselves. And yeah, but I made a shitload of money off speaking fees for Ivan's World Tour. How much money did you make? Yeah, I made like 200K, man. You make 200K for speaking for Ivan's World Tour? Yeah, I made like 200K for speaking in Ivan's movie. Yeah, it's a nice paycheck for speaking for the actors. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Ivan charged the venues a lot of money. We split the money. Ivan took home most of the money, obviously, but he gave us a nice piece of the money. We all made a nice like 200K for ourselves. Yeah, the actors made a nice 200K for themselves. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If the actors are angry that me and VJ are taking most of the money, then I'm like, look, guys, if you're angry, it's me and VJ are the main show, guys. The world's going crazy about the movie mainly because of me and VJ. And that's why we're the boss. We're king queen. We're taking most of the money, obviously. Me and VJ are the main show for the interview. But because you guys are my stars, I'm nice enough to give you a good chunk of the money. You see what I'm saying? Ivan, how it works? The people are gonna have to pay us check, obviously. They're gonna have to pay us check. How it works is once the interview's over, me, VJ, and VJ, and like Jon Favreau and all them, we have Jon Favreau come with us. We sit down with the what? We sit down with the organizer. Okay, Ivan, how much? Okay, Ivan, you charged us 100K. How much money do you and VJ want to take for yourself? Okay, me and VJ will take $30,000 for ourselves. And then the $170,000 is split with the actors. How much is it, Ivan? I know the actors are taking home a nice like $8,000 for themselves. Yeah. Yeah, if you charge us 100K, yeah. Me and VJ will take home $30,000, and then you can split 70K with the actors. They'll take home a good like 4 grand each, 5 grand each for the actors. That's a nice paycheck for the actors. Hey, give me VJ 30K, and then split the 70K with the actors. They take home a good like 5K for themselves. Nice paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Me and VJ, whenever they pay me and VJ our check, it's one check. Yeah, me and VJ are sharing the same check. Don't give me and VJ 2 separate checks. No, there's no point in doing that. Just give the $30,000 goes to me and VJ, and then the actors get the rest of the pie. Give them like a nice $70,000 of the pie. Obviously, the actors take it home a good like 5K for themselves, 6K. With 70,000 split with 16 people is like 4 or 5K each. 16 times 2 is 32. Obviously, 32 plus 16 is what? Yeah, the actors are taking home like $4.5 thousand each. Obviously. Okay, Ivan, you charge us $250K. How much money do you want to take? Okay, give me VJ $80,000. Obviously, and then split the 170 with the actors, and the actors get a nice like $11,000 each. $10,000 each the actors get. That's a nice paycheck for the actors. You get a nice $10.5 thousand each. The actors get a nice like $10.5 check. Thank you, Ivan. I appreciate it. Yeah, you're welcome, I'm saying. Oh yeah, yeah. They're gonna be like, yeah. Even though Ivan's greedy, man, he's generous, man. Like he's not cheap. Like even though he took him and Vijay took a good chunk of the pie for the World Tour, he was nice to give us some nice money and a nice, as if this was another guy, they'd probably give the actors like $1,000 each, and they would take the rest of the money because we live in a greedy world. If this was another guy and they won a World Tour and he charged the venues, he'd probably take the majority of the pie and give the actors like $1,000. $800 or some of that because we live in a greedy world. Ivan Amir is generous enough to pay us a couple $1,000s for every speaking interview. Yeah, yeah, man. That's why me and VJ are gonna be boss, man. We're gonna be swimming in cash, man. We're gonna be swimming. Even VJ like, oh my god, Ivan, look at all this money we have. We're so fucking rich. Yeah, man. All right, Ivan, we made like 900. Oh, Ivan, I don't know. After the World Tour ends, me and VJ go home. We count all our checks. Ivan, look at all the checks we have. You know what I'm saying? Look at all the checks we have. Look at all the 70 checks we had. Ivan, we made like all our checks are all like $10,000-$15,000 checks. Ivan, we made a nice like $900,000, Ivan, from the World Tour. And he's like, oh my god, look how rich we are. Yeah, we made our billions off our merch. We made another like $900K off the World Tour. Obviously, for my book tour, I'm also going to charge them to speak too. If they charge the fans, the only way I'll charge the venues is if they charge the fans. If you charge the fans to come see me speak, I'm going to charge you to speak, obviously. If you don't charge the fans, I'll speak for free. For the book tour and the movie world tour, you see what I'm saying? If the venues can get the fans, if the venues have the fans come for free, I won't charge the venue. You can't charge them, obviously. If you charge them, which they obviously will, I'm going to charge them a fee. You see what I'm saying? My starting price range is $25K, but $25K is highly unlikely I'm going to charge. I'm probably going to charge on average that $50,000 on average, $55K on average. Depends on how much people there are at the venue. If there's 20,000 people, I'll charge like $50K, $55K to speak. 30,000 people, I'll charge maybe $75K to speak. See what I'm saying? If there's 5,000 people, I'll charge maybe $25K. My starting price range is $25K. I'm not going any lower than that, but on average, I'm probably going to charge around that 35, 40, 50K to speak. That way, me and my wife can make some good money. Me and Vijay can make some good money off the speaking fees. You see what I'm saying? Me and Vijay can make some good money off some speaking fees. Yeah, man. Because you can't. Do not let the fucking sharks dupe you, man. If you think for 1 second I'm going to have you benefit from my success and I don't get a piece of that money, you got anything coming? No, man. If you're going to charge the fans $10 to speak, yeah. The more they charge, the higher price I will charge. If the venue has 30,000 people and they charge the fans $20,000, I will charge more money to speak. I'll charge like $100K to speak because $20,000 times $300K is what? That's what? That's what? $600K. Okay, if you're gonna make $600K, I want a nice like $125K off that. I'll charge them. It just depends. I'm gonna tell the venue. Okay, I'm gonna tell the secretaries how much are you gonna charge the fans. I'm gonna have the secretaries ask all the venues. Are you guys okay? Ask the people. Are you guys gonna charge the fans? Yeah, we're gonna charge the fans. How much are you gonna charge them? I don't know, Ivan, we're going to charge them $10. Okay, if you charge them $10 and you have a gathering of 20,000 people, I'll charge a good like 55, 60K to speak. That's a good deal. As you're going to make a good like 200K off the venue, I want $60,000 worth for speaking. You see what I'm saying? And if I collect $60,000, I will take, me and Vijay will take home like $17,000, $18,000. Obviously. $8,000 and the $38,000 is split with the actors. The 42,000 split with the actors. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let these actors dupe me. Like at the end of the day, I'm taking the majority of the pie, but I'm nice enough to give the actors a good chunk of the pie too. Give them a nice like. So if me and Vijay charge the venue $6,000, we take $18,000. And then the 42,000 is split with the actors, and the actors and all of them. They make a nice like They make a nice what? They make a nice like $3,000. They make a nice like $2,500 for themselves each, which is a nice paycheck for speaking. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. The actors are gonna have like I don't know they're gonna. That's why I'm gonna tell the actors, look, if we go on this world tour and I charge them and I go on this world tour, I want you guys going to the store, buy an envelope or a zip bag, a plastic zip bag. I recommend you get a plastic zip bag, and every time you get your checks when you come in the plane, put all your checks in the zip bag. In a zip bag. That way you don't lose your checks. And every time you put your checks in the zip bag, put it in your luggage. That way no one can steal your check. Because if you leave it out, someone could perhaps still steal their checks, man. Some of the actors most likely won't do that, but you never know. We live in a wicked world. Every time you have your check, put your check in a zip bag and you store it in your luggage. So that way you don't lose. That way it's in a safe place and no one steals your check. And I'll make sure the pilot locks the doors at all times. Because if you leave it, because the people in the airport can come in the plane and jack our checks, man. Because we know IDMedia are making a lot of money off the speaking fees. They can jack some of our checks, our nice like $1,300 checks, 15,000, 3,000, 11, 2,500, $4,000 checks. They can jack that. Hence why what? Make sure you don't what? Make sure you don't what? Make sure you put your, please guys, please actors, listen to me. I'm doing this because what? I don't want you losing your checks. Get a plastic zip bag when you go on the world tour. Every time you get your nice, I don't know, 13, 4,000, 2,500, $10,000 check, 8,000, $7,000 check. Store those nice checks in your in your zip bag. That way you don't lose it, and put it in your luggage. You see what I'm saying? Huh? There's nothing worse than what the actors complaining. I don't know, 10 of my checks are missing. Ivan, like yeah, I can't. If you lose your checks, guys, the people are not going to recompensate us. That's why you need to make sure you don't lose your checks. And I'll make sure the pilot has the doors locked at all times. I'm gonna tell the pilot never leave this fucking door open. Whenever we exit the plane, we land in the city, we settle in a hotel, make sure the doors on both jets are locked. Double check it, make sure it's locked, because I don't want these people in the airport stealing our checks. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Make sure it's locked. I was just saying, yes, make sure it's locked. See what I'm saying? Let's look out here.